Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tarda Zone Talks. And this actually feels weird. Can everybody hear me? First of all, welcome. We're here to talk about. Obviously, I put up the BBC4 interview. We're going to talk about what Russell T said again because someone out there doesn't seem to get it. Even though Russell T has confirmed everything that everybody else has confirmed, we're all lawyers apparently. So does that make Russell T also a lawyer? I do not know. But I just want to say to anybody that's supporting that creature, and there is three people, I think, supporting that creature, just to let you know that he went after Charlotte and he went after my missus. So I don't care what yous all say to him. I don't care if you believe his delusions, right? The bottom line is that he lied about Series 3 being filmed or being commissioned. It hasn't been commissioned. It's come from RTD's mouth himself. Now, in his latest attack on Dan, he put up an AI video to try and dispute the fact that apparently me and Dan are lying. And I'd like to know what we're actually supposed to have lied about, because none of us have said that the show is cancelled. I said that the show should be cancelled. That's what I said. I said the show should be cancelled. All we have done is relay the information, the public information that's out there, and discussed rumours that we've gotten. Right? But somehow we're lying about the future of Doctor Who. All we're doing is talking the facts. Simple as that. We're talking the facts. So I don't know where you're getting, you proved the TARDIS Zone wrong, you've proved Dan wrong, and you've proved everybody else wrong. We haven't actually said that any of the stuff that we've discussed is fact anyway. Second of all, how can we be lying when the showrunner actually backs us up in the fact that the show hasn't been commissioned for a third season or a Christmas special wasn't ordered for 2025? How are we lying? RTD has mentioned these things himself. You are living in a delusional world where you've heard something different, right? That's the facts. There's no disputing those facts. And the fact of the matter is, when you bash Dan's channel and I asked you to prove your bullshit rumours, this is how all this happened. And since August, someone has counted. Since August, you have made 120 odd videos about me. And apparently I'm the obsessed one. You've even gone as far as to set up a new channel now to get my channel flagged, apparently, with your three people that are going to help you flag me channel. Like, I'm not worried about that, by the way, just in case you think I am. I'm not worried at all. But the fact that you'd stoop that low and you would actually try to take me and Cheryl's only source of income away just goes to show how much of a disgusting, vile human being you actually are. The only person that's making the show themselves these last couple of weeks is yourself, and everybody could see it. I've got all the support on X, all of the support on YouTube. And yeah, the other day you went on this weird kind of thing where you're complaining about the content that I'm throwing up now. You don't like the fact that I'm putting up AI images and doing something with them to make them move. Apparently that rubbed you up the wrong way. Says the guy that does donut videos, eats a donut in front of people, and you're giving out about what content I'm putting up. Yeah, those little 6-second videos beat Arton that you've thrown up in the last 4 weeks. Right? Complaining that I'm doing songs. Big whip-de-doo that day. Whatever I do on my channel is my business. You will see that when I put the songs up, people support the songs. Right? So maybe my content isn't for you. So maybe you should stop stalking my channel, actually, and stop watching me if I upset you that much. Right? Like, you're making no sense. Everything that you say in your videos about me, you're projecting. Everything that you're describing about me, you're projecting. It's you're describing. I mean, everybody else can see it. Even some Irish nationalists have seen that you're having a go at me, and they've been intrigued. And by the way, you don't want Irish nationalists to get involved. And I'm just saying that you don't want them to get involved, man. That'll be the last thing you'll want, because if you think I'm bad, these people take no prisoners, and they're wondering why a loser like you is attacking someone that they admire. You need a few home truths today, and you're going to certainly get them today, right? You need to cop the fuck on, acting like a little 12-year-old on your videos as well, right? Oh no, said Danny Gray to me channel in this Hoovian war. There is no war. And I'm not sending anybody to your channel. Again, I'll repeat myself. Why do I need to send people to your channel when I make you run like a little bitch on X? You have me blocked, right? You run away from me. You tag me the odd time. You unblock me just to tag me and then block me again, right? I don't need anybody to do my dirty work for you. Nobody in this fandom needs anybody else to do your dirty work. And by the way, I caught you out on a blatant lie last night, right? You were claiming that people went your gaming stream last night, right? And were putting in comments and all of that. That's bullshit. You had 4 people in that chat because I actually fucking tuned in to watch, right? Nobody trolled your fucking chat. Nobody trolled your chat. So you're a lying piece of shit there, right? And I don't need to send anybody. If I have anything to say to you, I'll say it to you, right? I don't need people to do my dirty work, but you certainly need to drag everybody in when you're doing your dirty work. So you can't do your own work yourself. You're a coward, right? And then when you can't get the better of me, then you turn your attention to Bobby or you turn your attention to Dan, thinking that these people then are going to give you something to start moaning and screaming about. But I've already told all of those people not to get involved, and they're not going to get involved, right? You wanted this between me and you, right? You got smart with me and then brought my wife into it and attacked Charlotte and attacked other people you didn't agree with because apparently we're all lying, even though we're just stating what RTD said, right? Okay? And the fact of the matter is, whether you like it or not, Disney haven't been happy with Doctor Who, okay? And we're not the only ones talking about the rumour that they're going out looking for another distributor, right? That's even the media been reporting on that, right? So what do you say to the media? You're going to come out and call the media liars as well, right? The fact of the matter is, anyway, is that any bit of information that like that goes out, we always say it's a rumour. Nobody is saying it's fact anyway, but you get it into your head that everybody's saying this is fact, and then you're going around calling people liars. Right? Because do you know why I tuned in last night? I haven't watched one of your videos, by the way, right? And the lads in the chat will back me up on that. I haven't watched one of your videos, but last night when I was putting up me was it me David Tennant one, or was another video? But you were giving out about the David Tennant one anyway, right? I was uploading a video and I seen you are live, so I decided I'd go in for the last few minutes of your stream, right? There were 4 people in the chat. You were actually acknowledging them, right? There was nobody else in that chat, and nobody was sending you abusive messages or anything like that because you were playing your game. Actually, I pretty suspect that when I went live or premiered my video, because you kept looking to the side, you probably have something set up to see when I go live anyway, right? So nobody was in your chat. So this excuse that Dan, me, or Lee, or whoever else you've got in your head is sending people your way, you're a fucking liar. And you are a liar. And you know what the sad thing is? You did the Real Hoovians cast and you tagged me in it. I didn't watch your bullshit little stream, right? But someone that did said the poor bloke that you had on, you didn't let him get a word in edgeways. You bring these people on to massage your ego, right? To listen to your bullshit, right? Because that's all it is. It's bullshit. You've been proven wrong by RTD himself, the fella that's running the fucking show. And yeah, you've got it in your head that me, Dan, and everybody else is out there lying. Lying about what exactly? Anyway, what we lying about? Do a video tonight. Let me know what we are supposed to have lied about. Right? Because you're making no sense. Nobody's lied about Arton. Nobody's lied about Arton. What? Just because you don't believe that BBC could be out there looking for different distributors doesn't mean that people are lying. People have speculated. The media have speculated on it. Right? Everybody as fans talks about, but you want to police what fans want to say. Right? That's why you've set up your other little shitty channel. Right? You want to police what people say. Right? Why did you, by the way, why did you change the description of the channel for? Why did you remove the description for the channel? You keep forgetting that people take screenshots and all. Why did you change the description of the channel? Because you were saying that the channel was there to flag other channels. And then as soon as I made the point that you're breaking YouTube's terms of services, it disappeared. Right? You claimed that I deleted a video last night. Right? What video did I delete? I didn't delete no video. Right? Didn't delete me David Tennant one. I haven't deleted the ones where I've made a show of you and showed you that you're a liar. So what videos have I deleted? I haven't deleted any of the songs either. So what have I deleted? I deleted nothing. It's all in your head again. Deleted nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've nothing to hide. Everybody's on my side on this anyway. Right? I keep telling you, I'm the one that has the support. Right? You keep trying to get other people involved to get them to side with you. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. People already know you're a fucking nutcase. No, I don't. Listen, I don't care that he does Doctor Who shit from Gallifrey Base or gets his bullshit from Gallifrey Base. What I do give a shit about, though, is when he criticised those others that have genuine sources, right, and put out their information. Don't even say it's fact, though. And he goes and attacks them and calls them a liar. Right? And then when I just said to him, and you can all go back, you see in the thread, I said, I said, prove it. Prove it. I retweeted him, and I said, prove it. And then he goes on this mad rant telling me to mind my own business and all this other stuff. And then it escalated from there. Right? But he's trying to say that I started all that. No, I didn't. I just said, prove it. You were having a go and thought you were being a smart arse calling these people bad Whovians. And I wasn't going to sit back and let you, even though I was doing this stuff in Ireland, I wasn't going to sit back and let you attack Dan. Right? Dan is a friend of mine. Right? So yeah, I'm going to fucking say something. And I said, prove it. That's all I said to you. Prove it. Prove it. And that's what's made you react and do 120 videos since then. 120 videos, and I'm obsessed. I done what? 9 or 10. I did 5 direct diss videos against you, and then I did a couple of videos slagging your fucking books, right? There's about, what? Maybe 15, 16. Maybe not even that. I don't know. I don't keep count of these things because I only did them, and people are in the chat, and you can ask them. I did them to take the piss out of you. I did them because I knew they'd rile you up. See, it's what you deserve because you've been an asshole. You asked last night, how long does it take to get rid of a bully? Well, 10 years, because you've been at this 10 years bullying people. And finally, someone's holding you to account. So that's me. I'm holding you to account. So to answer your question, it takes 10 years, right? Your days of bullying people are over. You could twist this all you want and gaslight people all you want. People see from the evidence on X and the 120 videos that you've done about me that you're obsessed, right? And I haven't even done half of that shit, right? And that I've done is in not in retaliation, in response to your bullshit, right? In response to your bullshit. I live in your head 24/7. And I tell you something now, you better start paying me rent, bitch. Okay? Because you know what? The longer this goes on, I'm going to start sending you a fucking bill. I'll send you a fucking bill. Right? Start charging you. Right? This behaviour of yours is starting to turn very creepy. And you said something in one of your videos saying me teenage fans. You don't have any fans. You're delusional. What fans do you have? Nobody hardly writes in any of your comment sections. You don't have any fans. What are you talking about? You're a YouTuber that has subscribers, but all those subscribers have decided not to tune into you because you're not putting out great content anymore, but yet you're slagging my content. No matter what I put out, people will watch. I could literally put out me just drinking a cup of coffee for the next hour and I'll have people watching me and I'll get more fucking views than that you've put out in the last 4 weeks. And you keep calling me a loser and all of this. Listen, mate, I told you not to be projecting, right? I don't see myself as this big thing. You're saying I'm trying to cancel David Tennant. I was giving me your opinion about David Tennant. If you have a problem with that, I don't give a shit, like, if you have a problem with that. As a Doctor Who fan and him as a representative of Doctor Who, I'm well entitled to fucking give my opinion on David Tennant, right? And you don't get to decide who talks about what on what channel, all right? Just to make that fucking clear. Giving out about me. I'm giving out about me video. Will you give it over? Give it over. I do what I want on my channel. And as I said, people watch, right? If those people, listen, if my subscribers come to me saying, "Oh, we don't want you to do any more AI videos or any more of your songs," right? That's when it stops, right? But as long as people are still interested in them, I will do them, right? Again, there seems to be a whiff of jealousy about all of this as well. There's a whiff of jealousy. Now, you've been obsessed with me for the last, what, I say 5-6 years maybe, could be a little bit longer. I've lost track now at this stage, to be quite honest with you. But this obsession has to stop. It's not healthy, right? And you keep bringing up me marriage and all this, saying I should spend time with Cheryl. I spent 24/7 with Cheryl. The only time we don't spend with each other is when I'm either at a protest or she's out on our walks. But again, that's none of your business what I do in my marriage. I don't interfere in your shit, right? And by looking at everything that you've done, I'd say you need to take your own advice. Don't be dishing out advice when you're not doing it yourself, right? Simple as that. This all ends, right? This all ends because nobody is going to be tolerating this anymore. I told you I'm not tolerating this anymore, right? So you need to fucking cop on. Nobody is lying about Arton, right? You've been proven to have lied about when you said that about Series 3 and the Christmas special. The facts speak for themselves in the Doctor Who magazine and all of the interviews that have been done before it. So I don't know where you're getting all of this, that people are lying. Okay? People are just reporting what they're hearing, and you don't understand the difference, unfortunately. But that's not our problem, Joe. That's your problem. That's your problem, and you need to fix that. You need to fix that. Did it ever occur to you that maybe if you had a change of attitude and maybe you were a bit nicer and not as loud as you are and forceful as you are, you might actually have friends? Because from where I'm sitting and where everybody else is sitting, you live a sad, lonely life, man. And you know what? I should feel sorry for you, but I don't, because you've decided to focus on me. And I listen, this is a face that gives zero shits anymore. I think you don't realise what you've done here. I've tried to warn you loads of times. Don't keep coming at me. Just leave it. And you should just leave it. The bottom line is just accept the fact of the matter that you are wrong and wait for the announcements to be made. And if Doctor Who is still on screen, well then, yippee, you're going to be happy, won't you? Okay? And then all of this would have been for fucking nothing. But what if it turns out that everybody is right and Russell was telling the truth? Because you seem to think Russell's lying as well, if that's the case. Because you seem to be privy to information that Russell T isn't even privy to. Right? That's what you're telling everybody. Right? And you're not privy to information that Russell T isn't privy to. Trust me, you're not. And to even claim that you are is a lie. Right? Okay? So wait But the thing about it is, right, you Doctor Who filming, you said, was starting for Series 3 in February. It's now the 11th. There's 17 more days left in this month. When it gets to the end of February and there's no Doctor Who filming for Series 3, what's going to be the excuse then? How are you going to move the goalposts? I say you'll start tonight. Tonight you'll start moving the goalposts then, right? Because I know you. I know exactly the way you act. You'll start moving the goalposts now, or you'll try find something that will try and help you. Maybe you'll use the AI again, even though the AI that you're using is contradicting, what RTD said. Listen, you can use all the AI that you want to. You pulled the same trick with me with the same AI bullshit, right? And now you're using a little video. You put it up in a little video to go after Dan. It's bullshit. Russell T has told everybody what we need to know, what you're not getting, right? The decision won't be made until season 2 drops, whether it's Jordan after it or whenever, right? That's what RTD has said, right? So you know different than RTD. Nobody knows more than the boss of the show. Will you get away? The bottom line is he's lying, right? And he won't accept that he's lying. So he does all of this to shield away from the fact that he's lied. And he drags other people into his delusions then, right? And then those people then blindly follow. There's 3 of them, blindly follow him, right? He can literally say that the sky is fucking purple and they'd believe him, right? And apparently I'm the problem then. Made you write a little comments. Well, just ignore him and all of this. How about you tell him to ignore me, right? How about you tell him to stop bringing up my wife and stop attacking Charlotte and everybody else that he doesn't agree with? Him responsible for his actions, right? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm holding him responsible for his actions. See, the problem with little Matrix Lord there is he was never told no as a kid, right? He probably got spoiled rotten, right? And as an adult now, look at him. He's a self-absorbed little prick, right? Acts like a little 12-year-old. Oh no, I said this person, I call him Danny the mean guy. I send it there, I send it to the war. Listen, mate, as I said to you on X, and I'll say it here, right? You're making Forrest Gump look very intelligent indeed, mate. You really are. I mean, even Christy Brown, his left foot had more talent than you have. So just look at, some people know when to quit. Some people know when they're beaten, Joe. You're either a glutton for punishment, you like the attention, but even if it is negative, you love the attention. But that's not the way you should live your life, mate. It's not the way you should live your life. You should get out there and enjoy it, right? Stop lying to people, and then attacking other people because you're calling them liars, even though they've been proven to be correct. Even those rumours that Dan was talking about have been confirmed by RTD. So how is people lying? Nobody's lied here, Joe. The only one that's lied is you. And you can't accept that. You just can't accept that. And I can't help you with that, right? But to turn into a bit of a stalker, to do 120 odd videos, and you'll do more tonight, that's the sad thing. We'll probably reach 200 by the end of the week, altogether that you've done. And that's just not normal behaviour. And the sad thing is that you do drag other people into it. And to those people, I'd just like to apologise to you guys that you have to suffer that bullshit, to be quite honest with you. Because you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Like, he brings you on and then doesn't let you talk and you have to listen to his bullshit. That's not how the way you treat guests anyway, right? You bring them on to hear their point of view. Right, I used to do that when I started off in the early days. I talk over people and stuff, And people always used to give out to me about it. Now I think I've gotten better at it and I don't do it as often. Right? I've gotten very good at it. But I wouldn't be dragging people onto my channel to just listen to me. People that I've brought on here have had experiences with Joe anyway. So it's unbelievable. I'm not the only person that he's tried to mess with over the years with this bullshit. Like, there's literally people all over the internet, right? I've just been the one that said enough is a fuck enough. And enough is a fuck enough. Right? Nobody's lied about nothing. And yet you're calling me a lot. Like, I mean, you know, you're trying to get my channel flagged. And I'm just going to say this to you, right? Not that I'm going to do anything about it, but literally, the Matrix Lord channel, you've bashed me these past couple of months, right? You've said things that are unfounded and untrue, right? Literally, if anybody's channel is getting flagged, it would be yours, because you're literally harassing me now at this stage. And then you've openly admitted that you've set up the other channel to target who you call bad Whovians. But the mistake that you made is that you actually mentioned me in a couple of videos on that channel. So again, you have proven to everybody, I'm not the one that's setting up other channels to come after you. I'm doing it here. I'm doing it here. I'm doing it on X. You've blocked me on X. Right? You've probably had me unblocked now as I'm streaming, just to tag me, to shit talk me, and then you'll block me again. Right? We'll check that now, actually. Because you've got stalker mentality. It's clear now that you're stalking, right? And, you know, you've been harassing for 5 months. So don't go down that route, man, of trying to flag my channel, right? Because I can get... Listen, you've got maximum 5 people that will probably flag me channel for you. I've got hundreds of people that could literally flag your channel. All I have to do is give the word. And I'm not giving the word. I want to make that clear. I'm not giving the word. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because I'm not like you, Joe. I'm not like you, Joe. Right? Nobody thinks and acts the way you do. Okay? I don't want to take away your channel, but you have no problem with taking or trying to take away my channel. That's the difference between me and you. I would never do that, because I know, even though you've been a prick over the years, you've worked hard on that channel at one time. Now you just don't bother your arse. And it shows, by the way. You slag me off about my content. Yeah, I've openly admitted. See, this is the thing, Joe. Difference again between me and you is I came on a live stream here and I told people I'd lost the passion. I told people that my head wasn't in it doing the streaming, right? I told them all. I was honest with my audience, right? This is why they've stuck around, right? Because I've been honest from day one. If I don't feel it and I don't have the heart, I'll tell them. And I've told them. But thanks to you and your bullshit, since August, you've reignited my passion. So thank you. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the new subscribers as well, because see, your plan is backfiring because people are subbing to my channel again. I don't know how you've done it, because hardly anybody watches you, or maybe it's the people that, you know, have set up little silly Facebook pages and thrown me videos up there. Maybe I'm getting some traction on their site. I mean, you tried to claim that, you know, that your teenage fans set up your other channel. No, you set up that channel and you actually admitted that you set up that channel. I think you forget that you actually threw up a video where you admitted that you set this channel up. I mean, you really are one of the biggest dopes in this fandom. Like, 1 minute you say, no, other people create the channel, but you've admitted in a video that you create the channel. You're just a stalker now at this stage. Right? Why don't you just accept the fact that you are wrong? And as I said, everybody will just forget about it. Everybody will just move on. And then if the show gets announced for a third series, yippee, you'll be happy. You'll have your Doctor Who, won't you? Right? But everything and your behaviour will be being for nothing. because nobody has told a lie. You think someone has told a lie here, we've told falsehoods, but you've never actually presented any evidence to show that we've lied about something. And the fact is, we don't know what we've apparently lied about when we're just repeating what RTD said. And then the media reported on Disney maybe not happy with Doctor Who and they might be looking for different distributors. Like they spoke about that, the media. And we spoke about as fans and speculated, right? And do you remember I even had to put a disclaimer up on my stream to say everything that we were talking about was speculation and we were giving our opinion. And even after that disclaimer, right, and I had me guests on, you decided to attack them. I don't need to come anywhere near your channel or send people to your channel, right? You're doing all the work for me anyway. People can see that you're batshit crazy, right? So my job is done, right? Now, I just reply and do this for the pleasure because I know this is going to wind you up now that I've done this, and you will do about 20, 30 fucking videos. And by the way, everybody that's in the chat, look out and watch. Guarantee you he's going to do videos. And if he doesn't do them now tonight, because I've actually mentioned it, give it a few days. He won't be able to resist. He won't be able to resist because Noel, the Tarda Zone, is living inside there. There, right there, Joe. Right there. 2 words, Joe. 2 words. Right there. Right fucking there. I told you years ago that you messed with the wrong YouTuber in me. And maybe back then, I may not have been as strong as I am today because of all the bullshit that's happened in my country and everything that's happened to me personally over the last couple of years. But be under no illusion, I did say that you would snap. And you have spectacularly for everybody to see. And look at me. I'm absolutely fine, buddy. I'm absolutely fine. Look at this face. Look at this face. Yeah, this is a face of a man who gives 0 fucks about what happens to you. Right? To be quite honest with you. Okay? You have pushed this for the last few years. And now finally someone is going to hold you. And I will fucking hold you to account for every single thing that you've done in this fandom. And everybody knows now as well, on top of that, not only are you batshit crazy and you've snapped, everybody knows that you're a fraud and a liar. And by the way, go ahead and try sue me because, as I said, you don't have a leg to stand on. Because what happens is if you go and try sue me, right, then I'm going to say, okay, that's fair enough. He wants to sue me because apparently I slandered him because he says he has sources. That's fine. Well, then I'm counter suing and I want to see his sources. Right? You will have to bring your sources with you if you ever take a case against me. Right? You throw this word out that you're going to sue people because you think they're going to back down. I'm not backing down. You could try and sue me, by the way. I give you full permission to do so. You actually think you have a case? You are living on cuckoo, 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 right? Because I'm telling you now, you don't have a case. You don't. They just have to take one look at your YouTube channel, right? And analyze your videos over the last couple of fucking months and they know they're dealing with a fucking nutcase, right? Seriously. Oh, Joe, all you had to do was walk away, but you just wouldn't. You just had to bring my wife into it. You had to get personal. And now I'm going to make sure that you snap. And in fairness, you actually already have snapped, but it's going to get worse for you. It's going to get worse. You're going to lose more of your hair. You're going to lose more of your teeth. I'm going to be relentless, as I said. I'm not going to stop. This is personal. You've hurt a lot of people. You've hurt me. You've hurt people that I know. You dragged me missus into it. you brought people on your channel that actually shamed my wife as well. Something I've never forgotten either, by the way. So yeah, anybody out there still feeling sorry for this lad, or you just want to get a fucking reality check, and anybody backing him wants to get a fucking reality check here, okay? This man's a piece of shit. Now, right, what are you going to do about that? Piece of shit, that's all you are. Piece of shit, a liar, a loser. I could add more to the list, right? But be under no illusion, mate. You mean that much. Just that much. And that's enough. And as everybody said, he's brought this on himself, and he has. He's brought this on himself. Listen, if he hadn't got personal, right, this probably would have fizzled out. But he couldn't help himself by making comments about my marriage, right? And I don't care if there's anybody out there that's married, you know exactly where I'm coming from then, right? Nobody talks shit about my marriage, and certainly nobody talks anything about my fucking wife, right? Simple as fucking that. Simple as fucking that, right? That's my queen. Nobody fucks with my queen, right? And nobody tells me either how I conduct my marriage, right? So that's why he got personal, and he said stuff about Lee, and he said stuff about Jack as well, right? He said vile stuff, right? So this is why. This doesn't end until he stops. And he's not going to stop. So it's not going to end, right? So it ends when he ends up in an institution. And he will end up, because I'm going to be, as I said, I'll be relentless. He thinks he's getting to me. He's not even getting to me one iota. Ask the people that talk to me behind the scenes. We're joking and laughing about him 24/7. If he knew half of the shit we were saying, right, he'd absolutely, seriously, you think 100, 200 video, 120 videos is that, you'd probably get that in a day, right? Okay, I don't give a shit. Shackles are off. This man just has made everybody's life a misery, right? And he projects, and he says it's everybody else when it's fucking him, right? And it's always him, and it always has been him. And I just want to say to the people that did side with him years ago, you know, I hope you could see what this man is all about now, right? Fucking ridiculous. People telling me every time, no, just leave it, back down, just let him be. He's a loon, he's a fruit. All of this, no, not this time. And you know what? Everybody fucking agrees with me this time. People that originally told me not to say that to you and to back away, just move on now, they're all fucking saying, go for it now. Backing me 100%, and they do. And as I said, I have all the support here, not you. You have 3 people or something. 3 people. That's all you have, right? I have hundreds of people, and that's not a brag. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact, right? I don't need to brag about what I do here, because I don't think of myself as this big YouTuber. I never have, right? But you do. You do. You see yourself as a big YouTuber. You're not a big YouTuber. Anybody with 2,000 subscribers or over 2,000 subscribers is not a big YouTuber. I don't class myself as a big YouTuber. I've got more subscribers than you. You're not a big YouTuber. I'm not a big YouTuber. But you think in those terms as if you are, and you've got fans. You don't have fans, right? Nobody's asking for your autograph, right? You don't go to conventions, right, where you're the main fucking focus. You don't have fans. I don't have fans either, right? I see them as who they are, subscribers. Some of them are my friends, right? That's the way they want it. None of these people think of me as, oh, I'm Noel Zone's fan, or I'm the Irish Zone's fan, or the Tarda Zone's fan, right? Nobody thinks like that. Fucking fans. They're me friends, most of them in the chat. And the others that are not are acquaintances or people that I know through the chat for years, right? And subscribers, right? And that's exactly how they would classify themselves. They wouldn't be calling themselves, oh, we're the third zone fans. The zone or community, yeah, that's what we called ourselves. Yeah, that's what it was. The zone or community. That's what they called themselves. The zone or community, right? But at least I fucking have one. I mean, listen, we can measure, you know, man sizes all you want, right? The bottom line is you bag about 1.5 million fucking views or something and you call them followers because you like to bend the truth. Like, who gives a shit how many people have watched your videos over the last 10, 12 years, wherever, how long you're on YouTube? I'm on it less time and I'm already over 1 million. So again, this measuring the dicks, I don't get it. I don't get it, right? Because if it was a competition, right, let's just say I'll put your hat on. I'll put your mental capacity on for a second. Right. Well, if it was a competition, right, I get more views than you. I have a bigger audience. Right? So I'm the big famous YouTuber. Seriously, see how ridiculous that sounds. That's how ridiculous you sound when you talk the way you do. That's how you talk. Right? You act like a little 12-year-old. Right? I mean, as I said, I don't need to send anybody to your channel. I don't need to send anybody to your ex. Because I do it all myself. And look at your reaction. I don't need anybody, mate. Right? So get that through your thick skull. Okay? I do me own. Well, you call it bullying, but I call it retribution. Right? I do my own dirty work. I don't need anybody to do my dirty work for me. Okay? That's you. And you like to drag everybody else in with you. Because you can't do it yourself. You're weak. And I am right when I say that you're weak. Right? You make all these big threats and all, how you're going to punch me in the face and then you're going to knock me out in a boxing ring. Listen, by the time you go to swing a punch, I've already landed a combo and you'd be on the deck. Like, it's funny, really. And you actually think that you'd have a chance. You actually think that you'd have a chance. I'll tell you what, set up a celebrity boxing match. We'll see who wins. Right? Because I boxed years ago. Let's bring it on. You want to do a bit of MMA? Let's do it. Whatever. Charity. Tell you what, for my charity, I'll give it to, kids that suffer with cancer. Right? For your end of it, we'll set up a charity to fix your teeth. Right? That's what we'll do. Right? You win, you get your teeth fixed. I win, you won't have any teeth, and then I get the charity money for the kids with cancer. I think that works out as a pretty good deal. See, as I said, Joe, I give zero fucks about what you think about me or what you think I am, right? But what I tell you, what I am, is I'm a man that's not going to stop until, as I said, you submit and apologise to everybody that you've ever hurt in this fandom over the last this last decade. But we know you're not going to do that. Of course, you wouldn't do that. You don't have it in your DNA to actually believe that you're wrong about acting. So you've grown up in a world and a life where, as I said, you are never told no and you are always right, even when you are wrong. And nobody had the balls to actually tell you that you are wrong. Well, here I am. You're wrong. And I'll say it again. Prove your bullshit. Anyway, there you go, Joe. That's your response now. I'm going to move on now, and we're going to talk about the Doctor Who news that you actually get nosebleed over. So let's get into this, folks. Anyway, and then if anybody wants to come on to discuss this news, then you're more than welcome to come on. Just let me know in the chat there. So, okay, just unrelated first. Doctor Who. The Doctor Who auction starts now. You could buy some memorabilia, props connected to the show over the last few years, going way back, actually, all of the Doctors, and it's for children in need. So, yeah, I will put that. I have the article and the screenshot there, so I'll put it in the community wall a little bit later on for you if anybody's interested in that. I'm pretty sure you'll get all of these fake Doctor Who fans or pretend to have a few quid, buy up a load of the shit and then try sell it at extortionate prices. I don't like when they do auctions like that. It doesn't give fans a chance to get a hold of that memorabilia. I do honestly think that they should have private auctions for fans first, and then whatever's not sold, then they should sell it off in an open auction. Then and anybody could buy. You know what I mean? Then whatever's left, then nobody really give a shit, will they? Anyway, this was what in Doctor Who magazine recently. What hasn't been clear until now is whether the show's next Christmas special, which was due to air on December 25th, 2025, had been packaged with the series commission. Now we know it wasn't, right? So that was another lie that the Fibber actually put out when they said that it was packaged with the yoke and that was happening. That's the reasons for the filming of the Christmas special, which never actually transpired. In Doctor Who magazine 613, again speaking from the horse's mouth, Davis specifies the contents of what he calls the Force Order, not a Star Wars reference because, they think everybody is stupid. It simply means that the Force Order of the 3 specials, 2 seasons of Doctor Who, 5 episodes spin-off, 26 episodes in total. Doing the maths, that means the initial commission was for 3 60th anniversary specials, the Star Beast, Wild Blue Yonder, and the Giggle. 2023 Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road, the 8 episodes Series 14, 2024, and the Christmas special Joy to the World, the 8 episodes of Series 15, plus the 5 episodes of the Sea Devil spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea. And that is what exactly has transpired. Okay, so again, Mr. Fibber was lying. Now, I've got another one here. This was for the BBC4 radio interview, which I actually threw up on the channel as well for you to listen to yourselves. But Russell T. Davies has reiterated that Doctor Who immediate future beyond 2025 remains uncertain. Yet he declares a fool would be in doubt to doubt Doctor Who's future. And you see, that's the line that Mr. Fibber picks up on. A fool would be in doubt of about Doctor Who's future. See, the thing about it is that that's just a throwaway line. That's a line that any showrunner to make fans still have a bit of optimism out there because, they've been receiving this news. The fact that it hasn't been commissioned as of yet. So that's where he bases his whole everybody else is lying on that line. That's where it started. Speaking on BBC Radio 4 today's programme, Davis said the BBC has not yet committed to a third series featuring Ncuti Gatwa. The decision on whether to move forward will depend on the network's evaluation following Series 15 in 2025. Oh, but hang on a minute. Someone out there said it was already commissioned. We don't know if there's a third series yet. Series 15 will go out in the summer of 2024, and then they'll decide. But I think they were meant to say 2025 there. I think it's a typo. So we'll let them away with that little typo. The BBC will decide as well its future, but I'm happy to stay with it. I love it. It's more fun than anything else, he said. Davis also reflected on the co-production deal with Disney. It's a lovely experiment. We've had a great time, Davis said. That sounds like someone saying goodbye, to be quite honest with you. But that's just me speculating on that line. It doesn't mean that I'm saying he is leaving, but some nutcase out there will definitely say that I said he was leaving. Every single drama you ever do watch on television has an American money or co-production money in it for about 25 years. So this is actually nothing new. The use of experiment and has fueled speculation that Disney's partnership could be ending. Exactly. See, I'm speculating just like the media is speculating. So you're going to call the media liars as well for speculating and everybody else speculating. You may as well add your 20 videos tonight and do a whole thing about how the media are big bad Whovians. Bad Whovians spreading misinformation and lies. So the use of experiment and has fueled speculation that Disney's partnership could be ending after next year, which aligns with the Deadline article from early in 2024. So why don't you go and actually have a go at Deadline as well? You know, because they put out what everybody else has put out. Yeah, but you know, they said it was a rumor, right? They didn't say it was fact. They said it was a rumor, right? And there's a difference between an actual fact, right, and a rumor, right? Okay? Like it's a fact that if you eat too many donuts, you lose your teeth, right? It's a rumor that if you eat loads of donuts, you stay healthy, right? There's a difference. Big difference. Maybe that's the way I should talk to you from now on. Talk to you like those kids' programs. Here's the difference between a fact, and this is the difference between rumor and speculation. Now, which one is the rumor and speculation, and which one's the fact? Right? So, the rumor is, and the fact is, that you're a liar. Yay! All together now. Yay! Anyway, yeah. Sorry about that, folks. I couldn't help it. Do you know, because this is how childish this whole situation is with this fella. I mean, you've heard it there now in black and white. You've heard it come out of my mouth. You've heard it come out of Davis's mouth. You've heard it coming out of the media's mouth. You've heard it coming out of Dan's mouth and everybody else that does Doctor Who. The only one that's going against the grain is Stalker Man. And by the way, I've decided not to use the word Donut Man anymore. The new word now is Stalker Man. We've given you a new nickname now. It's going to be Stalker Man. Anyway, you know, the bottom line is that, you know, some people out there just don't get it. And it's very sad. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Oh, I'm grand. I'm very sad. Very sad. Very sad. Maybe I should start having the lesson zone. Maybe something like that. Just to, you know, teach people the difference between rumor and speculation and actual fact. might charge $5 for people to enroll. You know, got to make a few quid out of the stupid people out there. You know. Anyway, there's the link for the usual suspects. And if you try to jump in, Joe, you're not getting on because you're not getting the opportunity to come on and spread your bullshit. Right, so don't even try. Right, because you'll be removed. If anybody wants to join me in relation to just what I've read about there and give your 2 cents on it, you're more than welcome to come on. If not, I'm going to end now because, like, I've said all I've needed to say tonight. But just in case anybody, you know, has a problem with the fact that I have actually responded to this guy, well, I waited until I said he did over 30 fucking videos or something the last couple of days, whatever. I've lost count now. So it was overdue for a response because, again, he's been putting out blatant lies about me, you know, saying that I deleted videos, saying that I'm sending people to his channel and all of this other bullshit. But it is bullshit because I don't do that. I don't need to because he's run off, scared off X anyway. He keeps blocking me on X. He'll unblock me for a couple of minutes to tag me and shit and then block me again. But yeah, apparently I'm the loser. Yeah, and he's the one that set up another channel and done all of these videos. But somehow I'm obsessed. And you can all back me up on this. Yeah, I've done a few diss tracks, whatever. I did them to take the piss out of him. But any video that I've done on Joe, I've responded to his bullshit, which I have every right to do when he brings me wife into it and brings other people into it and blatantly lies about me 24/7. Like, it's 24/7 now at this stage. It's like he goes to sleep, wakes up, talks shit about me, will do a game in yoke, do a stream, talk shit about me, then do something else, talk about me, blah, blah, blah. It's just a complete fucking... Seriously, man. It's stalker behaviour. Maybe I'll have to... I mean, he's told everybody where he lives, so maybe I should send the local police to him and tell them that he's stalking me. It's getting a bit weird there now, Joe. Getting a bit weird there now. And don't be blaming teenagers on your sick bullshit, right? Saying you have teenage fans that set up all... No, you don't have teenage fans, right? You don't have any fans. Losers don't have fans. Losers don't have an audience, and you certainly don't have one. So, shh. Anyway, I'm going to take a puff of my cigarette, and I'm going to bring Cinnamon on. So, Cinnamon, obviously, I've been discussing the stuff that RT did. What have you got to say about... no, you don't have to, obviously, talk about you know who, but just specifically on what I've read. What does that indicate to you? That's the question I want to ask you actually first. What was that fucking... When I've read that out to you, what would that indicate to you?
Well, can you hear me, first of all?
Yes, we can.
I sort of checked when I was backstage, it wasn't lighting up, but well, wow. I mean, who cares? I mean, I don't get this, like, they're promoting this big, like, auction, but it's like, what does that, like... I mean, does this affect the common fan? I mean, I don't know. Unless you're Russell T Davies, who could maybe bid on a few things. Like, how expensive are these items? You know, David Tennant's, tuxedo from, Voyage of the Damned. You know, who's going to be able to get that? You know, I was talking about a little button off the TARDIS console. You know, a little machine or something. You know, a little piece.
You could buy Jodie Whittaker's costume. By the way, I mean, I'll say that'll be the cheapest thing at the auction.
I just don't quite get it. And as for you know who, as for Joe, I mean, why is he obsessing about teenage fans? Why is he like singling them out? That's a bit weird, don't you think? Why is he just focusing on the teenagers? Bit weird, that, Joe.
Yeah, I did say that. It is weird. It is weird, man. I don't get this. I honestly don't get this obsession. The bottom line is that look. So what? You're wrong. Anybody can be wrong sometimes, Joe. That's the thing, man. Look, you lied, you got caught out. It's not the end of the fucking world, like. That's the thing. It's not the end of the world. And the thing about it is, as I said from the very beginning, if you are so right all along, you wouldn't be trying so hard to prove that you're right and then try to discredit other people. At the end of the day, you would let your facts or your rumors or your or your source information, you would let your source information do the talking, but you don't let your source information do the talking. And that's the reason why people don't believe you. And that's the reason why people know. And they've seen it come out of your mouth anyway. You have lied. You won't accept it. So again, Cinema, I don't get any of this. You just need to go away and do your own thing now. It doesn't matter. You've been cut out. It's not at the end of the world. I mean, you've got your 4 people. They'll watch you blindly until the day that you're not around. Do you know what I mean? Because idiots will be idiots and they'll follow other idiots. Do you know what I mean? That can't be helped. But those people will always support you no matter what. You could do no wrong in their eyes. So I don't know why this is skin off your nose. I'll tell you why it is. It's because I proved you wrong. You let the cat out of the bag where you get your rumors as well. You don't have sources. You never had. And that's the thing that upsets you here, is that I've exposed that and you don't like it. I mean, I told you not to get cheeky with me. When I said prove and you got cheeky with me, I told you didn't want to go down this avenue with me and you decided to. So I don't know what you expected. I do, actually. You expected me to do what I've done every other time, is to listen to other people and say, let Joe just get on with it and you just ignore him. That's what you were hoping I would do. But as I said, you cross that line. And when you cross that line, there is no going back from it. So, as I said, you can still stop this. You stop this by attacking me and attacking the other people that you're attacking and just get on with it. Do your fucking donut lessons and your water lessons or whatever other fucking shit you want to do on your channel. Right? The bottom line is this. Right? When it comes to Doctor Who information or source information, everybody knows not to go to Matrix Lord 212's channel.
Who's getting serious, legitimate, education from these lessons? Who's coming away from this feeling so indulged with knowledge? Given a new lease of life. Seeing the whole world in a new light. Who's so enlightened, enriched. Is it the word? Enriched.
Yeah, enrichment
with life. Yeah, enlightenment. Is blessed be upon us.
But again, I don't listen. But again, I know I've taken the piss out of them, right? But I don't care what he does. The only reason why I'm taking the piss out of him is because he decided to get personal with me. So of course I'm going to retaliate, and I don't care what anybody says. Of course I'm going to say his books are shitty and his streams are fucking shitty, and he doesn't have an audience. You bring my marriage into it, bring my wife into it, you attack Charlotte and you attack other people, as I said. Of course I'm going to throw everything at you. What did you think? There was going to be no consequences, that you were just going to get away with bullying people and calling them liars? That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm. There is merit to sort of, not giving people attention, because, if you don't give them the attention, then they get starved of it. But on the flip side of that, bullies have to be stood up to. So, you've got to deal with it accordingly. Haven't you?
Do you know this fella that's in the studio there?
So who?
There's someone in the studio there, and I've never seen their name before.
I can't see it,
and I don't see them in the chat either. So, could you tell me who you are in the chat, please? I'm not going to just bring anybody random person on. If you could tell me who you are in the chat, that'll be absolutely fantastic. But for now, I'm just going to do that, because I don't know who it is. And I remember someone has put up fake live streams before to pretend that they're actually, on camera, and then it turns out to be someone playing porn through the thing. So I'm not falling for that again.
Would be bringing back to the old days, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I'm not falling for that. As I said, I'm not actually going to bring on anybody I don't know. So unless you're a regular, you're not coming on. It's not me, says, okay, it wasn't me, says Tar this time. Right. Yeah, sometimes you'll get some. Look, see the kind of behaviour you're dealing with.
Get the occasional riffraff, don't you? If it
Right.
is
And
riffraff.
by the way, this channel hasn't been trolled in ages. I know who's behind. We all know who's behind it, right? It's funny. It's the same people all the time, right? So see, they're gone now. So and they didn't say anything in the chat. So I don't know who that person was. And as I said, what they're able to very cleverly do is to get a thing to make them look like that they're actually on camera, and then you share it, and then they the last time I think someone put up a load of porn. Remember they put up a load of porn pictures. I had to edit that stream. I did to remove them because they tried to. That's how they tried to take down my channel the last time. Hard luck.
That was rife in the Geordie era, wasn't it? When the
Yeah.
Geordie bots were out in full force. Thankfully you don't see much of them anymore.
No,
the
but
crazy
the
types
thing,
anyway.
but the thing about it is, it's the same bullshit. They've nothing new. So I wasn't going to fall for that. I don't even know the person. They've never been in the chat, and haven't seen them on. And I have, and by the way, I haven't seen that name on any Irish channels either. So and they haven't showed up in the chat. So it's only regulars that come on anyway. So nice try. Unlucky though. Don't fall for that. I don't fall for that shit anymore. So, as I said, give it over.
They used to be a bit more creative back in the day, and I remember I think there was Daniel, they were making accounts of Daniel, and in the chat there was about like two or three Daniels. I think they even made one of me once.
Yeah. I remember they tried to pull one off to pretend they were PD as well, but they didn't know that I was literally talking to PD on Messenger, and PD was saying he wouldn't be there for another half hour. So I knew it wasn't PD in the fucking studio. Like,
wouldn't Daniel be a mod as well? He'd have the little wrench.
Yeah, he'd have the little wrench as well. That's why Daniel still has his wrench. I'm dead wired. Even PD has a wrench. Most of me regulars. Do you have one? If you don't,
you gave me one ages ago.
Yeah. So you have one as well. Most of me guests do have wrenches, and that's obviously, well, I know I can trust you to keep the chat safe, but also at the same time, it's a little bit of guarantee for me to make sure that the people that I'm bringing on, I know they're legit. So look, I'm smarter than you. All right. I think it's already been proven that I'm smarter than you. It took 2 words, so stop it, leave it out, right? And if you're not doing it, then it's obviously someone that you've roiled up on your own channel with your bullshit. All right. So
you can't be helped, and you refuse to, because it's one thing if it was just us saying it, but you've had even the boss of the show, Russell T Davies, has even come up in himself and said it like 2 or 3 times. He couldn't really be any clearer. You need to sort of wait until Disney, make a decision. I don't know. I don't know why they take so long, but that's just the way it is. So everybody's waiting. Everyone knows the gig. They've ordered the season. The Christmas special always follows into the season that succeeds it. So again, for example, and I've said this before, the Christmas Invasion is a part of Series 2. It's not part of Season 1. The Runaway Bride, that's included in Season 3. The Voyage of the Damned is included in Season 4. I mean, hell, it even has the new theme tune. This is rinse and repeat stuff. It's clear that a Christmas special 2025 hasn't been ordered. If it's coming directly from the horse's mouth, the official source is RTD at the minute. You can't really get any higher than him unless it's some BBC exec or whatever.
That's it. And using an AI,
that's still not good enough for him, is it?
And listen, using a pathetic little AI thing and then doing a 30-odd second video to disprove Dan, when Dan's lied about something. Like, you're using AI. The showrunner himself contradicts you, right? So you're telling everybody out there to believe you over the showrunner, the person that's in charge of Doctor Who right now. and you're going around calling people liars for repeating what RTD has said. As I said, don't be living in the delusional world thinking that you are privy to information that RTD isn't privy to, right? Okay? And getting something off Gallifrey base isn't 100% guaranteed. Anyway, that's when I brought guests on that got rumours off Gallifrey base or Reddit, I made it clear that the rumours were from Gallifrey base or Reddit, and then I'd give me opinion on it, on whether I thought there was something in it or not. That's how you do it. You don't get a rumour off Gallifrey base and automatically think it's fact and then go against the showrunner and everybody else and the media that are all reporting the same thing. Right?
Isn't it funny as well that before all of this drama, was anyone thinking about him? Was he relevant in any way? We're the ones that are giving him the airtime.
I'm only giving him the airtime because, as I said, he brought me marriage into it, and I'm not fucking tolerating that shit anymore. He can't get his way with me, so he gets personal. And I'm not getting personal with him. I haven't dragged his family into it. I haven't dragged his missus into it. Right? I'm not going to stoop that low. I'm not going to go and get people to flag your channel either, because I'm not going to stoop that low. Right? I'm not like you. Nobody thinks like you. Right? You think this is a war. There is no war. There is no war. There is a war going on. In your fucking sawdust brain, there's a war going on between two fucking hamsters, right? They're fighting, the stupid one and the intelligent one. And what's happening is there's a battle of wits going on to see which one of them will succeed. But right now, the stupid hamster is winning, right? Because the bottom line is, you, no matter what you say, right? You lied. You said that the Christmas special 2025 was signed, sealed, delivered, and it was filmed. You lied. RTD has actually told you that you've lied. Right? He hasn't told you that you lied. Sorry, he hasn't told you that you lied. Sorry, because I don't want you thinking that he's told you something because you get a big head. Right? He's actually said it in an interview, which disproves what you said. Right? You said that Series 3 was already commissioned and all of the bad Whovians were lying. Again, RTD has said it hasn't happened as of yet, right? And by the way, can I just point out, because I know how you spin this, I know how you work. If they do commission a third series, that doesn't mean you are right, by the way, because you were originally wrong back in August when you said it was already commissioned. So you can't spin this. Either way, you lied. You're a liar.
Talking to him, it's already been filmed and already.
Exactly. Right, so
that's what he's waiting for.
And that's the point.
He's doubling down even more, because if he doubles down, and then when it does get commissioned, he'll be straight on.
But the thing about it is, all people have to. Yeah, but all people have to do then is go back and watch his videos from the time where he actually said that it's done, it's a done deal. All of this, he has it in his thumbnails and all. He's absolutely stupid. Like, he doesn't take down any of his videos either. So for anybody thinking that he'll hide those videos, he won't. He'll leave them up, but he'll find some way of spinning it, right, in his favor. Well, I said it. No, you didn't. You lied. You lied. Right? RTD has said that the show hasn't been commissioned yet. You said it already is commissioned. So what you're saying is you're privy to information over RTD. And I'll keep repeating, you're not more privy to information than the fucking showrunner of the show and the person that's in charge of fucking ruining it right now. Right? So stop with the delusion. It's over. Right? Everybody knows what you are. My job is done anyway. I only respond to you now because I know you're going to go out and do your 30 fucking videos. And I have to say, Cinnamon will back me up on this. We always have a bit of a laugh when there's a fucking stream of Matrix Lords videos about me. I don't watch them, by the way. Cinnamon will back me up. I don't watch her videos. They watch them for me because I can't be arsed.
I watched a few, but not because no one told me to. I watched them on my own volition. He didn't strap me down and stick
exactly.
a gun to your head.
He thinks I get people, even Bobby in the chat, right? Bobby watches some of them as well because he's obviously talked shit about Bobby. So Bobby,
I think I had to stop. They were just hurting. It just his own, it was funny for a little while, but then it's like, well, okay,
it's getting creepy now.
Once the illusion of once this funniness, once it goes away, and it's just, well, okay, it was funny at first, but now it's just lie after lie after lie. Like, again, like, I mean, dear God, I'm in the autistic army. I mean,
Nah, that was my favourite. That
the
was my
camel, the straw that brought
favourite.
the camel's back was that one.
I mean, but this is the thing, right? Because I was saying it to Cheryl, of course, because she's aware of what's going on. But I was telling her about the whole thing about the autistic army, and I just when I repeated it out loud, I just broke out fucking pissing myself laughing, and so did she. I mean, I've never heard that and so stupid in all my life, right? I am not manipulating anybody, right, into saying something to you because you've been a bollocks for these last few years, right? I don't need to say that to anybody. There's a lot of people that are very interested in this because they want to see you get your comeuppance, to be quite honest with you, right? And you will, as I said, because the bottom line is you got personal, and I didn't get, yeah, okay, you'll argue that I got personal when I mentioned your books and all. Yeah, but that was in retaliation for you mentioning me marriage and my wife. So if I mention your shitty little books, I'm
It
entitled
isn't
to.
even that personal. I mean, you might not like your opinion, but like you give an opinion on his product, if you can call it that. It should be filed and sued, or whatever, under the Trade Descriptions Act for whatever reason. But if you even call it a product, of entertainment.
Listen, if I had his books, they'd be only in the house because they'd be in the bathroom for toilet paper because that's all they're fit for.
And even that, it's you'd rather use sandpaper, wouldn't you?
Right. So listen, you play the victim and you say, "Oh, he's slagging me books, he's slagging my talent and all of this." Yeah, you brought me wife into it, so you deserve it. It's the least you deserve. Could you imagine the meltdown? Right? Could you imagine the meltdown, folks, if I actually start getting personal with him the way he's got personal about me? If I start talking about his relationship, how do you think that would go, folks? How do you think that would go? I think we'd all know there'd be a massive meltdown. He'd be accusing me of all sorts and all of this. Am I doing that now? Right? I'm not doing that. I'm just calling him out for it. Right? But am I getting anybody to do that on my behalf? No, I don't need them, Joe. I don't need them. Right? And you need to understand that I don't need anybody. People just support me because they see what you are, and they know some that finally have woken up to what you are. That's the thing. And that's what's interesting about this. People that would normally tell me to ignore you have supported me and said, "Do you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing?" And that's the difference. And as I said, I have the support and you don't. And this is why you don't want to push any further, to be quite honest with you. You should just leave it now. Just wait until something is announced with Doctor Who. And then, look, if you want to do your celebration videos, go ahead. But I'll be reminding people that you lied back in August, and just to remind them that you didn't get at and right, because the showrunner proved you wrong. You call everybody else wrong, but you're the only one that's being proven wrong. So, when you accept that fact and you accept the fact that you're wrong, because as I said, I think you've lived your life where you've never taken responsibility for anything, and nobody has ever told you that you're wrong. But I'm going to tell you that you're wrong, and you are going to take responsibility for your actions, because these are not the actions of a 50-year-old man. Right? Your behavior is not of a 50-year-old man. Your behavior is of a 12-year-old. And you really need to grow up now. Right? Everybody else around you has grown up. You're stuck in this little rut where you think there's a war going on. As I said, it's going on in your own head. Because I'm not warring with you. Because if this was a war, right? If we just say I have your mentality, this was a war. As I said, I just have to click my fingers and it's over for you. So, I don't know where you're getting this from, right? There is no war, right? Because if it is a war, then it's very one-sided. Because I've done my job, As I said, people already know you're a crackpot and people already know that you're a liar. So everything that I do now is just going to be in response to what you say about me, or you get personal again. They say, I don't mind if you call me a loser. I don't mind if you call me a failed YouTuber. You tried to call me a failed activist the other day,
I
which
mean, just on that, actually, failed YouTuber. I mean, again, no, I'm not one to boast, but we've had Noel Clark and Doctor Who actors on this channel. What has he had? Bullies.
no, I
Instead-
think
instead of-
he had. I think a few years back he might have had some classic people on his channel. I'm not sure about that, but look,
yeah, years
that's
ago.
but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. See, I don't see myself as a big YouTuber though, but he thinks that I think that I'm a big YouTuber, or I think that you know what I mean? Which is weird because I don't. I've never thought myself as a big YouTuber. Again, he calls them
I'd be
fans.
embarrassed if I ever said the word fans. I mean, like, fans. You're not an actor. You're not a celebrity. You're just a bloke who's got a bloody YouTube channel, just like a lot of other people. You know, that's not. You know, I don't even my content. I don't think my content is the best in the world, but I put effort into it, and I like to do it right.
But you
Not
know
like
what the thing is, and it's the same with Joe, and I'll say this: Joe puts out the content that means something to him, right? Okay, fair enough. So do you, and so do I. But he seems to attack me for mine and attack other people for theirs. But if anybody
when you
says
look
that
at it
about
and like I
his
think
such
I was
shit, then he
thinking
starts losing
collected
it.
it. You know, you collected all. You know, you had to look over 100 videos just on you alone, and I've only got 60 something videos on my channel. So he's got more videos on you in the past couple of weeks than I've managed on my channel in about a year since I really started uploading. And I mean, the realization of that 100 videos, and it's just slop. It's just
And not
2
only
minute,
that,
10 minute rants.
you're repeating this. See, here's the thing as well, Joe, right? You're repeating the same shit over and over again, just framing it a different way. I've noticed that as well when people have showed me what you've said in your little transcripts and shit like that. Like you're repeating the same stuff over and over again. But I did find it funny that you went after me content the other day or last night. Like that has to be the funniest thing that you've done so far. To be quite honest with you, I don't know why my content upsets you so much. Like I don't like what is the issue? Is it the fact that like some of me little shorts got like 400, 500 fucking views? Is that the issue? Like I know they were only 6 second videos and all, but like I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I just put up. Listen, I'll admit when a new little gadget comes along, whether it's AI or something, right? Whatever the next big thing, I will experiment on it, right? That's the type of person I am. And right now I'm enjoying AI, right? And I'm enjoying doing the little pictures. As I said, if my subscribers say, no, look, enough of the fucking pictures, enough of the songs, I'll say, right, fair enough. Let's do what you guys want to do, right? And some have been requested as well. I mean, I find it quite cheeky that you're giving out about the content that I'm putting up when you should be focused on your own channel. Just focus on your own channel, mate. The thing about it is, you play the victim. You've attacked me numerous occasions, and you expect me not to respond back. But then when I do, then you frame it a different way on your channel. And look, I used to bother Tuvian. I have not bothered, mate. The only thing that's starting to bother me is the fact that you are starting to get a bit creepy, and I don't like that creepiness. Right? There's no need for that behaviour. Like, as I said, you need to go and see someone, man, because you're unhinged right now. You're unhinged, and I do, look, even though I do believe that you deserve some pushback. The bottom line is, I can see a broken man. So,
It's just not healthy. You know, we can sit here and joke about it, but that's, again, over 100 videos and tweets. If you post
the
tweets,
tweets.
you won't just do one tweet. He'll post like 3 or 4 tweets under every tweet that you do, or he thinks it's like a conversation. So like me and you can just keep talking, Like he just plasters tweet multiple ones, and it's like that's not how. It's not a person.
Go and look at his Twitter feed now, man.
It's not like a
He's,
private DM chat or something, or group chat, where you can just post message after message. It's a tweet. He has like open, full-on conversation. It's he doesn't know either doesn't know how it works. So
here's the thing, right? Listen, guys, right? Anybody that's still in doubts about what I'm talking about, right? Just go to his YouTube channel, go to his new YouTube channel, and then go and check out his X feed. And you tell me who's obsessed with who. And then check mine out. And you'll see that Artin that I tweeted back at him is retaliation for what he said about me. Right? That's it. Right? I only respond after he said something about me or blatantly lied, which he seems to do quite a lot about me. Like, for someone that says I've slandered him and all of this bullshit, he has slandered me so many times. Hold on. He's slandered me so many times, it's unbelievable, like. But that doesn't bother me because here's the thing. When he has stooped to the levels that he stooped to, he already lost this in everybody else's eyes anyway. So as I said, if this was a war, using your mentality, you already lost this war of yours. Right? And all it took was 2 words, Joe. And I'm going to leave it with that. 2 words. Prove it. And the thing is, you couldn't. Stephen is watching because he's not well tonight. Well, get well soon, first of all, Stephen. And I don't think this will be one to cheer you up, but I will be back again very soon with a stream to cheer you up because I'm going to finally do the Christmas special. And I know a certain
you owe him this.
has been really looking forward to my review of Joy to the World. So I will be doing the watch along, and then I'll have a panel on where we'll be discussing the episode. Finally, then people have had a couple of months to think about it as well. So a lot of people then that have been on other channels might have maybe broadened their opinion, or maybe thought of something that they didn't think of back at the time. So yeah, I don't normally wait this long to do a Christmas special, as you all know, but such has been the disgrace that we've gotten in season 1. It's very hard to get yourself really excited for Doctor Who anymore. Like, I can watch any of the old New Who up to Peter Capaldi still. It hasn't affected me love of that era. And the same with classic. I'll watch any classic fucking story and have a laugh and enjoy it, So it won't ruin my enjoyment. I can't. As soon as you let it, that's it. They've won. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. I enjoy me Doctors, right? I like Tennant, right? I liked Christopher Eccleston, right? I like Tennant's first era as the Doctor. Obviously, I didn't like him the second time round, but I did like him, right? So, hold on. Cinnamon, can you just talk there? I just have to take this phone call, okay?
Yep, no problem. So, yeah, just on the follow, just go on the Tennant thing. I agree. It shouldn't. I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's like, even for me, my doctor would be David Tennant. He's my doctor. Yeah, it was one that him and Matt Smith, more so Matt Smith, but because I was a little too young for Tennant, although I caught on the back end of it. But when you see him now with certain comments, and okay, he can make those comments, he's entitled to an opinion. But when it's just so divided and disconnected, it's like, there's a reason why people say, disconnecting the artist from the character, or the art from the artist, whatever they say. And I suppose you kind of have to, don't you? He's playing the Doctor. He's not playing himself. Although maybe shoot he is, but But yeah, what a world we live in now. It's a lot of craziness. You got people out there believing stuff. You got people out there believing stuff about rumors and all sorts, and it's completely unfounded, and it just not even just like misunderstandings, just blatant, full-on, extreme lies.
Do you know what,
Like
though? I don't care that he lied in the first place. But
accusing
here's the
people of
thing.
going around staring up autistic people, grooming them into some sort of like coalition, some sort of like group to go
That's
around
what I mean.
causing chaos. It's
But can I just say this? I don't care that he originally lied, right? What rubbed me up the wrong way is when he started attacking, doing his series of the bad Hoovians and start attacking Dan for putting out stuff that he wasn't even saying was fact, right? And then, as I said, I went to him and I said, prove it. Then he told me to mind my own business and stick with me activism or some shit like that, right? He showed some of the conversation. He didn't show all of the conversation. As usual, he puts up what he wants to put up. But then it escalated from there. Like, I told him that like he always lied and bullies people when he doesn't get his way. And he didn't like that. And since August, right, that's what's happened. So if people say that I did start it by saying prove it, that's fine, fair enough. All I said was prove it. If you think that his reaction since I said that is justified, well, then you're just as mental as him, because anybody that does 120 odd videos, that's not healthy. I don't
two
care.
words, 7 letters was all I took.
You don't
7
go
letters.
after my friends, you don't mention my marriage, and you certainly don't go around continuing to lie about me and others out there because you were caught out red-handed. And you were caught out red-handed this time because RTD trumps what you say. And you're not privy to information over RTD, and you never will be because you never had sources. Your sources are on Gallifrey Brace. And if that, right, you should be reporting that you're getting your stuff on Gallifrey Base and not saying that you have sources, because you don't. Your sources are on Gallifrey Base. That doesn't mean that they're legitimate sources from the BBC, just gobshite to post on that site and post up their rumours. That's it, right? They're not actual sources from the BBC, right?
He also needs to understand the difference between, again, speculation.
What planet are you living on? Why would someone, right? Why would someone from the BBC, right, go on to Gallifrey Base and post all of this, right, and then give it to you, a channel that's not even watched? Don't be kidding anybody, right? Everybody knows. I don't have to do nothing. Everybody knows now. Okay, Noel, I'll watch that. I hated the Christmas special. Yeah, well, when I do the watch along, come in and keep me company, and anybody else that could stomach watching it, because I will do the countdown like a proper watch along, like we used to do ages ago. So and you know what, I might bring someone else on with me this time. I normally do them on my own, but after Cinnamon kind of suggested that he do it with me, I was like, at first I kind of said, no, I'd like to do it on my own. But I've been thinking about it, and I'm kind of like saying to myself, do I really want to suffer it on my own, or should I pull someone in to suffer with me? And, you know, Cinnamon seems to be a glutton for fucking punishment. So,
I love it, man. I love the play.
So, I might, when it's a definite, I'll let you know. Well, look, we'll surprise you. If he comes on with me, he's on with me. If he's not, then, you know, then obviously it didn't happen. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let Cinnamon do his shout outs, and then I'm going to head off, and I'm going to maybe see now if I can do me songs, because I missed doing me songs because, the AI app first told me that I couldn't do any more songs, but apparently the sites are under maintenance now. So
you're in out of credits, because I know when I looked at 11 Labs. Because
you get 5 credits on each app, you see, right? Yeah. So it was showing up that I had the 5 credits, but it was telling me that I couldn't do a song. So then that's been going on for nearly 4 fucking days or something. I had a couple of songs that I never posted, so I posted them up just to keep, because I know there's people that actually like the songs. So if you're wondering why there's been no songs, it's just right now the site is under maintenance. Hopefully it's finished tonight, and I might be able to get a song up for you. And listen, you know, again, I just do these for fun. Some people enjoy them, right? If you don't enjoy them, don't be bitching about them on your YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Just don't fucking listen to them. It's as
It's a
simple as
creative
that.
outlet, isn't it? It's better than just sort of screaming and ranting into the camera for 2 or 10 minutes. You know what?
That's it. And
Over
years
and
ago,
over and over again.
And years ago, if I had done this stream, that's exactly what I would have done for the hour and 36 minutes. I would have screamed into the camera and lost the absolute control. And that's what you've been hoping for these past. This is why you keep doubling down, because you're hoping that I'm going to snap or I'm going to break. But listen to this voice, right? Listen, everything that you've thrown at me before.
It's going to take some monumental
Right, but here's
strength
the
to
thing.
break the Irish
Here's the
series.
thing. Well, in the last 2 years, I've dealt with worse than you, right? Worse than you, out in the streets. I've had my life threatened and all of this. I've been told if I go to a certain area, I'm going to be carried out in a stretcher, right? Still didn't stop me from going to these places, right? So if you think that you're going to get me to snap somehow, I think everybody can already see who snapped, right? But you're barking up the wrong tree. This is why I'm telling you, for your own good, it's just better off now. You're better off just stopping now, right? And if you stop, you won't hear a peep out of me anymore, right? You can put out whatever the fuck you want, right? Just don't go after my friends and all of this. You just leave them out your mouth. You leave me out your mouth, and you just do your thing on your channel. And then when it comes to the time of the announcement being made, I will say this though, don't start celebrating and taking credit for it, because I will remind people that you lied back in August and you lied before that, because obviously you were doing those videos for a few weeks. So it's even before August. You lied about the show being commissioned and a 2025 Christmas special filmed and in the can. Right? I'll remind people. So you've nothing to celebrate here. The best thing you're just better off doing now is just getting on with it and doing your own content. Right? That's it. That's all you have to do. Right? Don't mention me. Don't mention me friends. And I don't give a shit what Doctor Who stuff you put out. Right? Everybody knows now where we stand with Doctor Who. And no amount of shouting from you is going to change that when the showrunner himself has even contradicted you. So it's time to just give it up now and leave it out, right? But if not, that's grand. I'm here for the long haul, as I said. I don't want you thinking that this is a cop-out, because it's not. I am actually here for the long haul. I don't mind doing this dance until the announcement is made, right? Which is going to be months from now. So if you want to continue this dance, no problem. I don't mind. We'll probably get up to about 1,000 videos by the time we get to the announcement from you.
Some sort of record broken one. It was a government record, surely.
So don't worry about that, right? I'm here for
YouTube videos on one person.
I'm just saying you should just give up for your own mental health and just do your own thing and eat your donuts and drink your water and whatever else you do on your channel, game and whatever. Anyway, we leave it there. Stephen, nice to see you this time as well. I'll just give a few the shout outs before we go, because we have a few people that joined us tonight. Scottish Davros and Friends Wrestle with Pop Culture. Farsight is also in the chat. YW2324 also in the chat. We had Bobby D. Bobby. TARDIS time, of course. And fair play to TARDIS time, though. I have to say, you have no issue of fucking going in there and fucking writing something up on that fucking comment section of his. But fair play to you. And no, I'm not sending TARDIS time to you, by the way, just in case you think that TARDIS time is doing that all by themselves. But legend. We got Shelley in the chat as well. Oh yeah, shit. That reminds me. We'll have to do it tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow because Shelley, I almost fucking forgot. We do actually have some rumors from Shelley now in the chat sent it to me from where is it? From Reddit. Right. So what I'll do is, do you know what I'll do? I'll read it out very quickly here, and then what I'll do is then I will take a screenshot of the person that actually put it up as well, by the way. Okay. And I'll put the whole rumor up on screen, up on a video, and then you can all comment on it when you read through it. Okay. Is that fair enough? Because I do have to end, because like remember, StreamYard, 5 fucking hours, I'll get away. Seriously, don't even go there with me with that. But anyway, here we go. So Serious 15 leaks. Now listen up, Gobshy, right? You listening, Gobshy? I want to make this clear. This is from Reddit. I am not saying this is fact. This is a rumor that's on Reddit, okay? So I hope you've got that now in your thick skull. Tell the hamster there, especially that smart hamster there, to fucking cop onto himself. Are you ready now? Right, so Serious 15 leaks, some small, some major, so beware spoilers. Okay, so here is the latest leaks, and by the way, thank you, Shelley. It's just that I seen your name there, and you reminded me of this, but I will give it my full attention tomorrow on a live stream, so I'll read it out tonight, right? Then I'll put a little video up on it. You can all digest the news. And then tomorrow, when I come back then for a live stream, you can all give me your opinion in the chat of what you have read. And then I'll put your comments up on screen, read them out, and all of the old jazz. You know, yourselves. Right. So here we go. Ruby won't be traveling with the Doctor for the majority of the season. She'll appear throughout, including in a Doctor Light episode where she will be working with Una.
We know this,
she and the Doctor will reunite in the finale, however. Now, that's the first rumour, Joe. The first rumour, right? Not fact. That's the first one. Right? The second rumour. The series will include one returning monster, but no Daleks and no Cybermen. Now, if I was to guess, I would say it'd probably be the Sea Devils, if you think about that there's going to be a Sea Devils spin-off. But I'm just going to throw that out there because there is a Sea Devils spin-off. It could be a different monster returning. But again, this is all just rumour, and I am just speculating, Joe. Series 15, this is another rumour. Series 15 will continue to lean into fantasy. Well, I mean, that's not much of a rumour. I think we can already tell by RTD's writing that. Let's be honest. Yeah. Episode 2 will take place in the 1950s Miami with the focus on the paranormal. Well, again, that's not really a rumour because we've seen the actual footage from when they did that American episode with the new companion.
And the it's a logical guess. That I'm going to imagine that when we saw the teaser trailer and the very quick clip of the cartoon coming out the screen, it's got to be in a cinema. And when in those 1950s kind of Miami, Florida sets from the one that we all saw, it looked as though they were all dressed up and going into some sort of theatre. So I'm going to guess it's that episode. I mean, even that first rumor you've just mentioned there, that's kind of, I mean, again, it's still a rumor, but even again, that's something that we kind of already know. You know, we already know that Millie's not going to be in the entire season.
Yeah, this is why this is why I'm very skeptical when I read Root, because I do make it clear that we kind of, the ones that we already know information about, so it's not really a rumor.
Right episode though. I mean, again.
So here's another one. Murray Gold wrote a new original song for the scene that takes place during the concert on an alien planet. Well, again, that's not a rumor. Murray Gold would be writing new music for season 2. He's not going to repeat the same music, so that's not a rumor. Whoever's putting these up, actually, they're not really rumors. Jonah Howard King, whoever he is, will be playing Mrs. Flood's grandson. But again, that's probably already been established. Mrs. Flood will be the central antagonist again of the finale, will revolve around her reshaping time and trapping the Doctor. Again, Mrs. Flood, we already know that she's going to be a central key to the next episode. So I would rule that out. All right, here's one. This one will probably get a few classic fans rubbed up the wrong way, if true. Remember, it's a rumour, Joe. Mel will die in the finale, sacrificing herself to save Ruby and Belinda. So Mel will die in the finale, sacrificing herself to save Ruby and Belinda. Now,
not too bothered about that, to be honest.
I mean, look, I think it has. The one thing I will say, it has been. It is nice that the Mel character has been reinvented. Because let's be honest,
Slightly,
yeah. So
she's more human, but they picked it up like, oh, she's going to be like massively like changed, and it's like, well, she's still kind of like the old. She's just like a slightly calmer, older Mel. You know, they never did. They didn't exactly like reinvent the entire wheel with her, but she's more of a better character. They've humanized her, made her more like a real person.
Four more rumours to go, though. This will leave the Doctor wanting to somewhat distance himself from humanity, fearing that he puts too many people in danger. So doing the Matt Smith thread again, where he's up in the sky with the TARDIS. I mean, that's nothing new. Can you really call that a rumour? I mean, maybe. With the Doctor being out of reach during the events of the war between the land and the sea, it will be revealed that the Master is now a prisoner of Una, and he will be forced to help with the Sea Devil situation, finally giving him a chance to be the hero, kind of similar to Loki, according to this rumour. The Master will be played by Russell Tovey. Well, you know, we kind of knew Russell Tovey would probably be playing the Master. It was kind of like everybody kind of speculated on that. It should be Sacha Dhawan's Master, in fairness, if you're going with continuity. I wonder how they'll explain that little doozy. But that's a rumour again. And the last one, no, two more rumours. No, one more rumour. So the actor's name that I can't mention, or actress's name, Gugu Mabatha Raw, will play a scientist activist siding with the Sea Devils. Oh, we're going to have an activist in Sea Devils. Okay. Well, I mean, come on. It was kind of quite fucking obvious that the Sea Devils spin-off was going to be a bit of a climate change fucking bullshit crap. So, just to repeat, these are leaks that apparently, well, not apparently, that were put on Reddit, that I'm going to put up on the channel, and I'll have the Reddit user's name there because, like, there. But it was put up 5 months ago just for transparency, by the way. So this was actually put up 5 months ago, right? So I will throw that up. I'll screenshot that bad boy now. And what I'll do is I'll throw it up on the channel, and you can have a look at it yourselves. And as I said, if you want to give your opinion on it tomorrow, you can. Cinnamon, if you're available tomorrow, I'll bring it on tomorrow, and then you can actually expand, because I really do have to wrap up because the computer is about to die as well. So we're going to wrap up there. But they're the leaks. I will put them up in a few minutes. Give me a few minutes after this stream, and I'll throw them up on the channel. And I'll premiere the video so you get the notification that it's there, and then you can have a look through it yourselves. And then if you want to leave a comment in the comment section, and like all the videos as well. And listen, I know some of you don't even listen to the music videos or anything like that, or any of the other videos, but I would appreciate a like anyway, because it helps with the algorithm. To watch a lot of YouTubers, they tell you that, you know, with the algorithm being shitty, you know, get people to like your streams, share them, and comment. It does help. So if you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. So back to the shout outs before I did all of that. Darren Brady is also in the chat. I did mention Farsight. Cinnamon, of course, he's here with me on the panel. And I think, let me see, it seems to be the same names there. Oh, we've got XSM was also in the chat as well. Nice to see you. The Thinking was also in the chat. Nice to see you there. And I think that's everybody. We had the time scales. Just seeing your message on X. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to me phone. But yeah, if as I said, we're going to be discussing those rumors tomorrow. So if you're around tomorrow, if you want to pop on, maybe it's up to yourself. As I said, we tried to bring on regulars and people we've had on before. I think that's everybody's name there now. If I've missed anybody, just tell me in the chat there before we end. I did mention Stephen as well. So there you go. So they're the rumors, right? Not saying any of this is fact. Got to make that clear again, because nutcase out there thinks everything is fact that I say. This isn't fact. This is rumor and speculation. And you're going to get to see it yourself. And then if you want to actually, clip the video or take screenshots of it like a weirdo, you could do that as well. Put it up on your channel. Then you can talk shit about me. Okay. Anyway, with that said, I'll leave you with Cinnamon, who's going to give you his channel shout out to social media as well, because he's been a busy boy streaming. I've been playing Dirt 5, by the way. If anybody likes car racing games, I got it on me PS Plus. So I got a month PS Plus to just be able to fucking play that game, because I missed fucking playing it. So I'm playing Dirt 5 now. And now, because of the PlayStation Network outage, I think we're all getting an extra week or something. So I'll have an extra week now to play me little Dirt 5. But you see, I play that when the missus goes to bed and all. Do you know what I mean? I used to, if you remember the early days, I played a lot of games, and I'll admit that, and I was playing games during the day. But now I wait till
and there's nothing wrong with that, in fairness. But unless it only becomes a problem when it's all the time, and when it becomes such an unhealthy habit, and you've got nothing else going on in your life, and you sit there and you make 100 videos about people, and you don't do anything productive, and then once the PlayStation Network goes down, and you sat there contemplating, well, what do I do with my life?
Oh, let's bash the target zone. Let's bash the target zone. There's a war. There's a Hoovian war. A Hoovian war. Sorry, I just have to put, every time I just think of that, it's just so fucking funny. But anyway, Cinnamon, let everybody know, because I know you have been streaming. I think you're streaming a new game now at the moment. Let everybody know what you're doing and where they can find you.
Yeah. So we've got, I've got some quite good games. I try and diversify it, because there's a lot of zombie games at the minute, and there's a really good series that was going to come out, and then I uploaded it, and for some reason it wouldn't have the audio, so that was frustrating. But again, it's all about custom streams going with PD. You did bring him on the other day. We talked about the Superman thing, and then because I've been in a bit of a Superman mood, I did actually watch the Man of Steel, which again I quite enjoyed. It was very good. I can definitely see why people definitely like Henry Cavill. I can see why people were a little disappointed to see him replaced, but things happen, I suppose. Yeah, I used to stream the games, but then I got the capture card, so thankfully I'm able to record them now, which is much easier. But I've got some big plans, and I don't mind saying it here. There you go, a little exclusive. You can call it that. I'm planning on getting 11 Labs. I made a sort of pledge kind of idea months ago. It was ages ago, about a year ago probably, before I started the channel. And I said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna had an idea of writing my own stories, and then using like an AI voice of the characters.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be a cool idea to have like a Ninth Doctor story, and then have like an AI Christopher Eccleston narrate it. Again, it would be non-profit. I wouldn't monetize it. I wouldn't do anything that was like amoral. I wouldn't, it's just purely a fan project. I just thought, wouldn't it be cooler if the actual Doctor narrated it instead of like some generic voice? It'd just be nicer. So that was the idea. And then I was just figuring out subscription, and things happened. So didn't quite go that way. But yeah, I'm looking to, when I get a bit of money going again, I'm looking to do that. So if anyone's got any ideas, feel free to submit them in. I don't know. I'll start storyboarding things, and it wouldn't be scripts per se. I'm just smashing things up. It's all in chapters, I think. But yeah, I'd try and compete with the current writing team and try and, make some Doctor Who that people actually want to listen to. And obviously, I'll try my best to do it in a style where, because it's same thing with Big Finish. It's not for everyone audio, so it's trying to sort of bridge the gap between between that, because again, it doesn't work for everyone. But yeah, that's all to come. So if you're interested in any of that, then click on my my channel, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the same name on X.
Fantastic, and you can catch me here on the Tartar Zone. As you can see, I'm keeping the channel pretty active now. So yeah, should be back to, well, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I do have a few bits and pieces to do with Cheryl tomorrow, so I want to get them done before I do any streams. But once I get all of that stuff done that I have to get done, I should be back tomorrow evening, maybe slightly earlier than the time we went live, maybe hopefully 6:30. That was the goal, but as I said, got a little bit delayed, and we streamed at 7:15. So we'll see anyway. I mean, it doesn't matter what time I stream at. After 6, you will be here anyway, as you always are supporting me. So again, I really do appreciate that. I hope to have something up for you later on just, yeah, those music sites are still under maintenance, so I have to wait. It is a bit of a pain, I've got to be honest with you, because I was actually enjoying doing the songs, because I think they were getting, for me, maybe it's just me, but I thought I was getting better and better. Me Bond song, I think, is deadly, man. Me homage to James Bond. I love that song.
Yeah,
But
so really the Thank You Doctor one, I like that one gets me going.
but the thank you Doctor one has been actually tagged on the channel now, so that's the first video you will see. But I did use AI, so I put the original picture up, and then I used AI to bring the pictures to life. So it's the Doctor edition, as I call it. So thank you, Doctor. Over 100 people have watched that video. I hope you enjoyed the song as well, because I have to be honest, Roy, I'm not messing, but I have favorites that I've made. You know what I mean. Some of the rock tunes I don't actually like, but I put them up because I know some people like the Doctor Who rock tunes, and they actually go down well. I'm not a huge fan. Some of them I am of, but my favorite one is Thank You, Doctor, and the Jodie Whittaker one is my favorite.
Strangely, I'm not even like that into a lot of like rock music of any kind, whether it be sort of heavy metal or just in general. But strangely enough, the David Tennant sort of the second theme, where it's kind of like a rock series 4 one, that way it's kind of has a bit more rock and roll. Strangely, that's like one of my favorite ones. So when it's Doctor Who, it works differently, but it's funny how things like that work.
No, you're right. You're absolutely spot on. But look, yeah, thank you for anybody that's viewed any of the content that I throw up. It means a lot to me, and thank you for the kind comments in the comment section as well. With some of the artwork, someone actually, when I put up Nicola Bryant, someone says we better send that to Rabbi. Rabbi will love that one.
Oh yeah,
where she's twirling in her dress. Yeah. But right, that turned out exactly the way I want to see. The AI adapts. Yeah, to see the AI adapts, right? So sometimes you see what happens is I'll tell you how it works. So you put your photo in, right, of what you want to AI, right? And then it'll tell you to write a prompt underneath. So basically you're telling the AI what to do with the photograph. So you type it all in. Sometimes though AI gets it wrong, and I've showed you that with the Cybermorph one, right? I wanted the Cyberman to actually, because I did one where Beep the Meep is attacking RTD, messing Like, they're jokey fucking, but someone will take it serious. But I wanted the Cyberman to do the same thing, but it did this weird little fucking morphy dance. So I cut RTD out of it and I just put it up a Cybermorph. It's the same with Jodie Whittaker. Someone asked me to do one where Jodie Whittaker gets pushed out the TARDIS. Right? But when I did it showed her walking out the TARDIS and then morphing into an old lady. So I thought, you know what, I'll just throw that up. That's deadly, man. But sometimes it gets a spot on. So it adapts, but it's still in its infancy with some of the apps that I'm using. And I'm using the free ones. That's the thing, because you'll see there's watermarks on them. I'm using the free ones, right? And there's ones you can get without watermarks, but they're not as good. But you only get a certain amount of credits as well. So, you know.
Yeah, it's the same with 11 Labs. It's like the whole AI voice thing. It's like if the free one is like 10 minutes, or it's 10,000 characters, but each letter would be a character. So it equates to about 10 minutes roughly, I think, apparently. $5 subscription is like, I say dollar, I'm saying dollar for, but the £5 one is like 30,000. There's this 22 quid one that's like 100,000. So obviously the more you pay, the longer you
get more editing tools as well, where you can actually, like, you know, if it doesn't exactly work the way you can edit it.
I wanted to do the cloning voice, I'd have to get the £5 one. Otherwise I couldn't get the voice. But yeah, it's interesting. I have to play around with it, see what I can come.
Well, you see, those things, you give that a year or two, right? Those apps you'll start getting to be able to use that technology, and they'll have something else that you'll have to pay for. So it'll always get better, but we'll get the ability to be able to do little 10-second videos with a voiceover and people walking. You know what I mean? My favorite ones, actually, I have to say, that I've done are the classic ones. I know some of them haven't turned out exactly the way I wanted, but seeing William Hartnell's face come alive in a photograph, or moving with Barbara there, I know it didn't work exactly the way I wanted, but I still wanted to put it up to show you what AI is actually capable of.
If there's someone where he's kind of roughing his hair, that looks like it's a real video, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it looks like it's actually happened.
And of course, I put Liz Sladen up, and if you see the two pictures of her, actually, it looks like she's come alive in the pictures as well. It's actually freaky. Now, I did the Christopher Eccleston one, and I asked AI to get him to laugh and walk away, right? And you're seeing it. His face morphed into, so I was like, that's not Christopher Eccleston anymore. So sometimes it does this weird thing where it morphs their faces. But I'll put it up for you just to show you. Like, I don't.
I'd like to sort of like test it to see how much you can handle, and like the one I did yesterday, I thought was kind of funny. Like, I put it on the group chat. It was shooting cat with crying. Matt Smith takes his donut away. And you see, like, he's not quite in focus. He's like blurred in the background, but you've got like Matt Smith holding up the donut, like taunting him. I thought that was like funny.
It is, and I'm experimenting, and that's the thing. I like little new things like that. So, you know, when someone, like, you know, is having a go at you because you're throwing that stuff up, look, as I said, it's all about, you know, me doing stuff that I enjoy doing, and people enjoy it. So as long as they continue to enjoy it, the more I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to do a bit more classic stuff, though. When I do the latest batch of AI videos, I might do them tonight, but I'm going to do some classic, because what I might do is the way I've done with Thank You Doctor. Actually, I might do a Jodie version first, because I do like the Jodie song, and I was thinking maybe I could do something with AI and then repost that song, because that song is actually very good as well. I don't think that gets the credit that it should get. Actually, that one, that's a very good song, the Jodie one. I've done a few on Jodie, but
I'm tempted to write. If I do these stories, I'm tempted to write for her, see what I can like
do it.
That's why I'm generally kind of like, okay, I can't afford it now, but I'm actually gonna try when the funds are available to get a big thing. I'm willing to give it a chance.
But you know what the best thing about AI is, though? You'll be able to get photographs of Jodie Whittaker's doctor in her costume, and you'll be able to use the AI to get her, for example, to get them to run. Like I think the David Tennant and Martha Jones one where they're running in slow motion actually turned out pretty well, I've got to be honest with you. But you could do stuff like that. And remember, as I said, Cinnamon, as that technology gets better, there'll be better apps to come along, but the older apps then will have to try a good piece. So then what they do is then a lot of the things that are restricted for us now, they give us the ability to start using then for a limited time and all of that. So listen, look, AI is going to be, listen, this is why the industry fears AI, because it's going to show up a lot of people. People can slag AI off for all they want, but the AI is gonna show all these people up because they're talentless. Like, they haven't got a clue what they're doing. The industry is on its knees. And if AI fans, listen, I encourage fans to use AI, create your own projects. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody out there put you down for trying something different and trying something new. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing. I'm writing most of the lyrics for these songs, though, by the way. I just want to add. AI will add in the rest, because obviously you get a certain amount of characters. You know what I mean? You can actually write lyrics for songs as well. You could do it both ways, But obviously the Thank You Doctor one and the Jodie Whittaker one, I wrote most of the lyrics for them. And then AI filled in the rest. But Thank You Doctor is most of the lyrics are mine, like, got to be honest.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of people would be like a bit arsy, like, oh, you're using their voice without permission. Well, again, it's not. I'm not putting it out there to be paid for it. It's just a simple, innocent fan project. If it's a big studio, then yeah, fair enough. But it's no different to sort of, any companies now. You see Big Finish now will put up images of like the Doctor on their Big Finish releases. They'll put like the first Doctor in it, even though the bloke's been dead since 1975. It's about the character. It's not William Hartnell. It's the character. So that's the point of it. It's they're allowed to use the image because although they use, again, it'd be funny, wouldn't it, if you could bring back William Hartnell and say, look at that, even in 2025, there's still these products with your picture on it.
Tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday. Yeah. So Wednesday, so we'll have our normal panel tomorrow on Wednesday. So if PD is around Wednesday, we'll have Cinnamon on and we'll talk about those rumours in far more detail. But I literally only have about 3 minutes left on this computer, so I'm going to end it there, folks, and say good night to you all. And listen, AI is there to be experimented with. You can get ones that you can create your own artwork and all and stuff like that.
Like we said before, it's a tool. Just use it appropriately and go crazy.
That's it. And that's what I mean. I leave the watermark. I could easily cut out the watermark if I wanted to, because I have a video editor. But I leave the watermark in. You know what I mean? I don't care. The bottom line is I've still, created the thing by adding in the prompt and getting the photograph to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? If I had magic fingers to do it myself and didn't have to rely on AI, then deadly. But that's not the way we work as humans. We're not computers. Well, their brain is, but other than that, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm ranting now. I'm rambling now, I should say. So I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, the PD will be with us, so we'll have a full panel tomorrow discussing those rumors that I spoke about, which I will be throwing up in the channel in the next few minutes. So look out for that. And I'll talk to you for the next one. Have a good evening, guys. Don't forget to like, share. And of course, if you're not subscribed already, what you're waiting for, subscribe. And thank you to the new people that have subscribed to the channel over the last couple of days. I've noticed the subscriber count is moving up a little bit. I don't know how that's managed to happen, but there you go.
Yeah, even mine are going up as well, which is nice to see. Yeah, so thank you for those.
So thanks to everybody that's a sub to all of our channels. We really do appreciate all of it. And we will see you tomorrow, folks. Have a good evening. And as I said, there'll be more content going up on the channel later. So have a look out for that. Good night, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, I have to find the trailers. Here we go. We will start with this one first. you.